Strategic clarification is something that we don't need to worry about in business until we've been around a couple of years. When we're starting out, the strategy is very simple. It's basically to survive, to still be in business next month, next year. But as businesses grow, it becomes more important that we think very clearly about how we're going to compete. And as we get to adolescence as a business and try and achieve maturity, there is a danger that sometimes we overcomplicate this critical area. And it's one of the areas for leaders where less is definitely more, in my opinion. So what makes a good strategy? There's three considerations which are omnipresent. The first is being really clear on the goal you're trying to achieve. So without a goal, it's very difficult to put a strategy in place. So the goal might be a yearly goal, it might be a shorter term one, but it's really important that you're clear on what winning looks like. The second consideration is what's available to you. So the resources that you can use to win. So that might be financial, it might be people, it might be intellectual property, but being really clear on the availability of the resources is key. And finally, it's considering the opportunities and the overall state of the market. So a strategy can't be done in isolation. It needs to be done in relevance to the wider market, but also the local market that you choose to compete in. Now, when we look at good strategy, there's three attributes that are generally present. The first is there's some proactive thinking. So people have spent time on this and considered the best options. They've looked at different options and have come up with the optimal one, rather than just carry on doing more of the same. Secondly, they've applied some objectivity. It's very easy to stay too loyal to the status quo and to carry on doing what we've always done without really considering the options and standing right back and considering whether the strategy is working. And finally, there needs to be an optimal level of complexity. If it's too simple, then it's not going to give you a distinctive advantage over your competitors. On the other hand, if it's too complicated, it's going to be hard to implement and maybe confusing. So there's an optimal amount of complexity which is needed. In the next three videos, I'll be going into more detail about the three essential elements which I believe need to be present in order to achieve the optimal level of strategy clarification. Those are mission coherence, offering relevance, and tactical agility.